Every country has a constitutional duty to do two things. First, to protect the country's national security. Number two, to make sure that only patriotic citizens will hold office in all branches of government. These are the basics. Every country in the world, as you would think common sense also dictates, will have this rule. And in all countries, this rule is expressed either through the Constitution or through the law. In Hong Kong, since 2019, we've gone through huge domestic turmoil. There were rioting on the streets on a daily basis. There was complete, deliberate exercise to paralyze all branches of government, to paralyze and surround the revenue tower, the immigration tower, to surround the legislative, to surround the legislature, to stop it from functioning, to damage it, to desecrate it, and also to surround the central government's offices and to destroy the national flag and the national emblem. Throughout all this, there's been great restraint on the part of the central government. Every soldier in the world is tasked with protecting its flag. In Hong Kong, the PLA never came out of its garrison to protect the national flag because it is not allowed under Hong Kong law, the garrison law. So events have shown that what is unthinkable, what is unimaginable, why rise against your own national identity, your own country? By all means, express dissatisfaction with your government, but not to overthrow the country's sovereignty, to not be Chinese. So the central government have a constitutional duty to, in the instance of last May, to enact a national security law for Hong Kong. All countries in the world have national security laws because they rule by law, not by the gun. Similarly, all countries in the world demand oath of allegiance from those who are in power, from those who exercise power. Best example is the inauguration of President Biden 2 months ago. What does that involve? The most solemn moment is his swearing on his family's Bible, an oath of allegiance to the US Constitution. This is the same that is demanded from Hong Kong legislators, from the Hong Kong chief executive, from all people who hold public office in Hong Kong, that you must defend the country and Hong Kong, which is part of the country. This is your universal duty. There's nothing new about this. Right? Article 47 of the Basic Law already prescribes that the chief executive must perform her duties with full and absolute allegiance to her country. And Article 31 of the Chinese Constitution mandates the central government, obliges it to establish a system in a special administrative region which will address its specific situation. And the central government has found that the specific situation in Hong Kong is that we do not have people who are patriots who will conduct themselves in allegiance to their country, who are serving as legislators and on the election committee which elects and produces the chief executive. So this needs to be recalibrated within the constitutional arrangement, within Annex 1 and Annex 2 of the Basic Law, but not, as the MPC have said, not to touch the main body of the Basic Law itself. So this is really a method within the constitutional framework where a situation, an actual situation in Hong Kong, which definitely shows not only are there people working in the legislature who are not patriotic and certainly do not have its allegiance to the Chinese country, but furthermore that they are certainly believed and can in instances prove to be in collusion with external forces which have always encouraged and influenced in a very sustained way and coordinating its sanctions with the actions of these legislators. What would happen if this was reversed? What would happen if a US senator went to the National People's Congress while it is in session and complained about the way the police are behaving to the protesters in the Black Lives Movement in America, that this is oppression by the American government on its people? What will happen with the senator when he returns to the United States? So I hope that the world looks at us not with double standards, not with duplicity, but with a sense of reason and common decency and understanding, not to start hitting out at the Chinese government and the Hong Kong government, and with it the people of Hong Kong, by just condemning us to a situation which only suits your own national agendas and not for the benefit of the people of Hong Kong.